I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important...
Well, that's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy. You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing. I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology, but the advantage it will provide in this case cannot be overlooked.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there. Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Lost vision. No mercy. Need backup. Honor and glory. Elder Max!
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Doctor,
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send you off without the proper information. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
best see me as little more than a glorified repairman.
Hi there.
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology, but the advantage it will provide in this case cannot be overlooked.
Sean?
I dislike resorting to the use of Commonwealth technology, but the advantage it will provide in this case cannot be overlooked.
My mommy says your father's young, but he looks so much older than you.
So you were there the day your mom's fell. That must have been terrifying.
I'm trying to learn chess. The computer always beats me.
So you're your father's mother, but he's older than you. That's weird.
Hello.
surely so. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Right here. Over here.
We need reinforcements! For the Brotherhood!
Damn it! Honor and glory.
I'm hit! I can't see.
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Going down.
Allie, this wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
Who's there?
It's an ambush!
Over here! Over here!
Grab that.
Of course.
Get that.
That's a plan.
Pick that up.
Yep.
Take that.
Can do.
Grab that.
Uh-huh.
Get that. Over here.
Yep.
Hey.
You know, you look like you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it.
Hey.
Just let me know.
Heads up.
What can I do? I don't think I can get to that.
Wait there.
Okay. I'll be here then. to waste otherwise.
Target located. Hostile in sight. Fire! For victory. Taking damage. Yeah.
That was expected. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my fix.
That's it.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Protect and serve.
What'd they use you for?
Protect and serve.
Some ammo in this one.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
not to rush, but I'd love to get out of here before my hair starts to There's a classic.
Levels are almost off the charts.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Everything we're looking for, the engineer. It should be a point at the top of it.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
don't know when they're beaten, do they?
We can't let them box us in.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Wait, what was that? Intruder alert!
Engagement at normal distance.
Back up! Taking damage! Damn it! Victory! Running down our squad!
Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile.
Die, you metal freak!
Decontamination complete.
working. No.
Hey,
What can I do?
grab that.
Yep,
Get that.
of course.
Pick that up.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Shoot.
take that.
Andy.
Grab that.
That's a plan.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they?
We can't let them box us in.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Movement detected.
Attacking entity.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity. Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph. What you got for me?
Go check that out.
That's a joke, right?
Heads up.
You say the word.
Take that weapon.
That's a plan. Hey.
Over here.
Can do.
Look alive.
You need something, let me know.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it.
Look alive.
Hmm?
I guess there was some sort of fight.
Can't believe we slept this late.
Lots of guns or whatever.
Piper.
You've got my undivided attention.
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great.
Your thoughts?
The Institute's willing to trash Bunker Hill to get at a couple of people trying to make it on their own? Monsters.
That's all for now.
Sure. way. Hey, doll.
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
Blue, I'm on cloud 9. Things couldn't be better. And that's all thanks to you.
Nothing else for now.
Okay.
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
I just want to trade a few things.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
Oh boy, that's a lot of metal.
Hey.
Point the way. Uh-huh. I don't think I can get to that.
Move here.
Of course. Yep.
Kung Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was
the
my
commissary
favorite
is
one.
always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I'll take a look, sure.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry,
Cynthia,
sir, but that
you were
supplement is no
scheduled for
longer
maintenance
available.
duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia. Quite a handful.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not.
What is it?
I know
Were
you'll
you
achieve
or weren't
great
you
things
accessing
here.
a terminal
We
in
all
SRB?
do. I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
Hi.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get
Hi
back
there.
to your duties.
What? I'm not even doing anything.
Unit X688 speaks
Sometimes
highly of
I
your
hide my
combat
dad's
skills.
work notes just to mess with him. It drives me crazy.
There's been a security breach in Bioscience. Dr. Oakley needs you there right away.
I thought all the surface people looked like monsters. You seem pretty normal.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers.
I feel quite well.
How's your energy?
No more than
You're staying. And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me. The old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Do you need more parts for the reactor? I could have gotten them while I was out.
No, this is a different matter. Hopefully one that does not put anyone at risk. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
What do you mean by that? What's happened?
Well, while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve this situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
Why all this effort? What's so special about this person?
Mr. Wallace? Despite a lack of formal training, our surveillance has shown he has incredible intellect. With his help, we may be able to drastically speed up work on the reactor.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Dean.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Operating at full capacity.
For goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me. Now open this door.
What's going on?
What's the use? Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
Have they made any demands?
Not yet, but I expect they'll demand that you renounce all ties to the Institute.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Loken. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
Hi, Doc.
Here we are. Just give me a moment. In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. The sheer impertinence of it. There, it's unlocked.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Your destruction is inevitable.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive. If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I had a more direct solution in mind.
Oh, really? Our sent guards are programmed to attack anyone who enters here. So by all means, come and join us. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable, if misguided. The truth is simply this. You have no idea what it means to be the director of the Institute.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Abort command override and resume normal functions.
No way to pick this.
Bravo! I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
We're not gonna stay smooth skins much longer for those.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
Can you bring me up to speed on the situation?
Commonwealth citizen lives in that there observatory. Institute thugs showed up to haul him off, only he spotted them coming. He managed to fire off a flare gun, got our attention, and we got up here as quick as we could. Now they're trapped inside. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
Let's take them now, before they have a chance to get away.
All right. We'll follow your lead.
Yes? Hi, how are you?
General.
Hello, ma'am.
You must be terminated. A regrettable occurrence.
God, what are you doing in here? Get out there and stop them from killing us. Out of this suit. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
Weren't you prepared for some amount of resistance?
Of course not. It was supposed to be a simple chat with Wallace and an invitation to join us. I didn't know he was this paranoid. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not a robot.
That's exactly what a robot would say. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. Thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Busted.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director.
Ours now. I wish you could have known a father as we did.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent violence and save some lives.
Yes, that is one goal. And if you are to be the new director of the Institute, you should be the one to do it. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow this script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Mother.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
There must be someone else you can send for whatever this is.
We don't have any other reliable above-ground operatives. And the locals are somewhat familiar with you. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
You hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and the Institute?
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
Hi. There.
Okay, let's try this.
Hey, I mean, hi. Again, hi?
Maybe this goes here. All right. In
This
you
radio
go.
station, well, Well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So... Don't break my stuff if you don't mind. I don't, okay. I usually don't. This is why. I don't, okay. I usually don't. This is why. This is
Travis.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So,
Sounds like those raiders at Libertation are quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you. Perhaps someday our sins can be cleansed.
Sean?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
I wasn't expecting... There's no need to gloat. I'm man enough to admit that I lost.
I have to admit, the third-generation sensor really something.
Another lovely day.
Good to see you.
Unit B592
May I be the first to welcome
undergoing
you,
the
ma'am.
reclamation
We're looking forward to
process as we
working with
speak.
you.
Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush.
The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I think the last thing the Institute needs now is to make things worse. We should be trying to avoid conflict, not starting it.
I would love to see that big airship fly off over the horizon, but it's not gonna happen. The conflict is already upon us. Unless we end it now, it's only going to get worse.
We really don't have a choice. If we're to emerge from this the victors, we need to move quickly. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth to aid in our operations. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
I'll tell you what. You make the call. Surprise me.
Okay then. I'll come up with something. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to me. Greetings, ma'am.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
How long has this been coming? When did they decide on this course of action?
The arrival of the Brotherhood's airship was the final straw, really. There's just too much at stake. You can't afford to lose it all.
You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
How I feel about them isn't important.
No, it is important. It's the only thing that matters right now. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, the Railroad must be eliminated. Completely. As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
I can take care of them.
Good. Good. I don't enjoy asking you to put yourself in harm's way, but this is so important.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
Where'd you hear that?
Deacon brought it to my attention. And, as usual, he won't give up his source.
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, that character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I don't know.
Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally in your hands. Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the codename Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
Contacting him is going to be...
Fortunately, we can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. Just see Tom.
Let's see what I got in my bag. We got company. We're all over me. Look alive, everyone.
Shoot, you hungry? These always keep me going.
Your thoughts?
I suppose this was always how it was gonna end for the railroad, wasn't it? No one faces down the Institute and lives.
That was all I had.
Sure.
Must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It needed to be done, and so it's done.
Make no mistake. It's never that easy. Not for any of us. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
There's just no end to this, is there?
There is, and we've almost reached it. Just one last hurdle. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them before they can destroy us.
I don't know if that's a good idea. They're well fortified. Attacking them would be risky.
It's necessary. That's all that matters. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here. There are more of them out in the world, Mother. And they too will come for us.
We can defeat them now, we can defeat them again if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smarter to put an end to it now. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
And if we fail, we're just making things worse for ourselves.
We won't fail. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
achieve great things here. We all do.
At last, we have power adequate to our needs.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
Sean says it's time.
Ah, that. Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
So we just relay onto the airship and sabotage it.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship, so the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you into a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh! I almost forgot. Take these.
And these would be...
Oh, you'll like this. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean, thanks. I thought it was neat. But still, it's just to help. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We're going to show them it's ours. We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
With Liberty Prime on our side, that'll give us a hell of an advantage.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the Commonwealth. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry, we'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
Have we got a plan B?
We don't need a plan B. This will work. Anything else?
What have I got for backup?
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them. And I do mean everything.
What happens to Liberty Prime after this?
They'll be destroyed along with the rest of the Brotherhood.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
This place really is remarkable.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online. I've already started thinking about the next reactor. I'm convinced that antimatter is the way to go. I've already started thinking about the next reactor. I'm convinced that antimatter is the way to go.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
You showed a lot of leniency with Dr. Higgs and Dr. Logan.